As we see His Holiness hold you and hugged you, so at that time, what do you feel?
You can only feel the positive energy, and I just can't express how good it feels.
Exactly.
And it was a really good experience meeting him, and it was unexpressible how blessed you feel when you get blessed by him. You feel very positive energy, and there's a lot of positive energy in you after you get blessed by him.
Yeah.
It's a really, overall, it's a very good experience.
My family was there with me, and all the students who graduated from I Am Power Academy of Skills were also present. We're totally blessed to have got these blessings from His Holiness. He came, addressed us in person, taught about peace that the world needs.
So is it your first time visiting Dalai Lama?
Yeah, it's a first.
Dalai Lama is your first time?
Yeah, first time.
So how do you feel now?
We are very happy. We were very excited also to see him, to meet him, to listen him, and we are very blessed. Our kids are very blessed that we met him.
Tibetan cultural expression was, quote, lost in translation. If you take the time to go watch the entire clip, not the viral edited clip, you will see not only the playful, affectionate, teasing, compassionate, praying and teaching nature of the entire exchange, which was initiated by the child, you will see that the child's mother is in fact on stage the entire time, sitting just one person away from His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Even I, just like most of you, branded the Dalai Lama as being a so I would like to apologize, because just like all of you, we saw that one small single clip of the Dalai Lama sticking his tongue out with the headlines put all over the news. The headline, "Suck My Tongue." So in as much as it was disturbing, it turned out to be misleading.
What you will see between His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the child is quite frankly exactly how Tibetan elders show affection with a child. It's an exchange that defines Tibetan culture, especially in the years past.
It turned out that the Dalai Lama, His Holiness, is actually innocent.
Come here. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, His Holiness.
When I was young, my elder brother, his name was Asanden. We always lived together and played together. And occasionally, some problem. Then, you say, my weapon is this one. Thank you. Okay.
I'm not only saying this as a very traveled spiritual leader, I am also saying this as a survivor of childhood sex abuse myself.
He shows that, do you know that this lady here, this was the boy's mother? I was like, okay, I didn't know that this lady here, this is the boy's mother. And then further on, as they show the part where this boy broke a coconut in front of the Dalai Lama out of respect, and you can see 2 or 3 people holding the Dalai Lama because he's very weak, he's very old, and he's giving his respects, and the mother's there with the boy. And then so I was like, okay, I didn't see that part of the video, so okay, maybe this guy does have some substance. Then he began to speak from 1 minute 41 seconds. He started speaking about how Tibetans have a very different kind of way of expressing their love and feelings, from father to child or mother to child or parents to their children. He spoke about him and his father. They touch their forehead when they want to show respect. They even kiss lips, And he did this for 30 years of his life. And that means until he became the age of 30, they were kissing lips, just, not smooching and exchanging the tongue and all that. Don't get those ideas, okay? Touching shoulders, holding hands. And they have this culture which is very much like Thai. When they see a stranger, they bow, to give respect. They love children, like all grandparents do. So when children want, let's say, a sweet or a favor, or they want pocket money, they will ask the grandparents. And grandparents love a little bit of attention. So when they want, they play around with them. They crack a joke, or they tickle them, or they say, okay, give me a kiss here. And at 5:23, he says this in Tibet. He said, Tambo chik de tambo. Tambo chik de tambo. I don't know if I said it right. Give me a kiss on my cheek. Then at 5:30, he says, Audo. Audo, that means touch the forehead to forehead. 5:34, he said, Tan udo go. Tan udo go means touch the nose. 5:36, Tao chico, like give me a kiss. Okay? And he was trying his best to explain that this kiss that a grandparent gives, a male or female, I think mostly male or female maybe, they give a child, it's not done in a sexual way. And then at 5:40 is where he mentioned the tongue part. Okay, he says, Thai, Matai, Kai, Hasa, Ah. Let me go there. 5:40. 5:40 is here. See, you can see him showing his lips. And 5:40, what he says is, he speaks about the tongue part. See, he sticks out his tongue. See, does he stick out? He doesn't. Okay. So what he's saying is, what he tries to say when he's sticking out, when he talks about the tongue part, he says, I've given you everything. You have taken everything from me. Now you can even eat my tongue. That means there's nothing else left. So in a way, that sticking out of the tongue is like, I've given my everything to you. Yeah, I've given everything. I have a piercing. So what he's trying to say is, this is the Tibetan culture. This is what we do, and this is what we are this is normal for us. But for someone from the outside, when they see just one bit or sticking out a tongue, what is he doing? Is he making fun of me? Is he disrespecting me? Because in the Japanese culture, I think sticking out a tongue is offensive. And obviously for us, when we stick out a tongue and do it for a child, or we asked to kiss the lips, I mean, that would be seen sexually. Yes, David Beckham might kiss his daughter on the lips, and for him, he finds it, I'm doing it with my daughter. It's father-daughter relationship. Some people find it very sexual, okay? So, same like me, when I saw just that part that he's sticking out his tongue and saying, suck on it, just that quote, I was like, what the hell? Then he moves to 6:45, where he shows that clip. By the way, he shows that clip. See, this is the part of the clip that he shows. See, here he's sticking out his tongue. Okay, this is the part we all seen. I'll play it again. Okay, he's sticking out his tongue and the boy is looking. Now here, this clip that went viral, we all thought that he was sexually trying to molest the boy. But what he was trying to show is, he was actually practicing the Tibetan culture, that I've given you everything, take the tongue also. And the boy also looks at it. He doesn't feel disturbed. It's not that he felt disgusted or he was alone. Even I assumed he was alone. His mother was there. So here, when he shows this, and he's laughing. Now what we did not see is the remaining part of the clip. See, watch this. Okay, I'll play it again. Watch this. He sticks out his tongue. He shows it to the boy, and then after that, okay, the boy's laughing. He takes his hand and he puts it to his face, where he's actually praying. He's praying. And then from there, he not only prays, by the way, I'll be showing you the entire clip of this video later on. He hugs the boy and he tells him to be a good person. He tells him to pray, do good. And he does this twice. And it was a very touching moment. Now, imagine, we only saw the part of the tongue. We didn't see anything else. And see, here he's talking and saying, be a good person, don't do anything bad. And once again, he not only hugs the boy, he tickles him. So that shows the love that he had for this child, not in a sexual way, which even I misunderstood. See, now he hugs the boy again, and remember, see, he tickles him, and he laughs like a small child. And believe it or not, I didn't see all this. I only got to see now. And here's the shocking bit. Okay, here's the part that really got to me. At 8 minutes 37 seconds of this video, what he mentions is this was a global live event. This was not a hidden secret video, which again I thought someone had secretly shot it. There were 120 Indian students, graduate students who had come there. It happened on February 28th, 2023. Okay, it was telecasted live. Now the only question is, why is it being sent viral right now? Then that is where he breaks it down into the actual reason. Here he speaks about the communist China. The Chinese regime, the reason why they have been using paid influencers to share this clip is because of this political reason. And here it is at 10:29. He had appointed the 10th Khalsa Jetsun Dharma Rinpoche of Mongolia. He has been appointed as a successor. He's a Mongolian boy who is appointed as the third highest Buddhist spiritual leader. But this impacts China. Okay, China is not very happy about this. And why is that? Even I was wondering. He speaks about 600 Mongolians who attended this event with 5,000 monks. Okay, at 10:51, he mentions all the headlines. He shows all the headlines around the world that showed this event, and then how China was not very happy about it. China demanding to approve, because without China's permission, they approved someone for Mongolia. And ever since that happened, it seems China was very disturbed. So here they show different headlines from the print, and then finally Free Press Journal. All these links I'll put down below. Okay. So once all this started to happen, it seems China decided, okay, what is it that we should do or can do? Quotes Xi Jinping, who said that wherever the readers are, wherever the viewers are, that is where the propaganda reports must extend their tentacles. That means we should destroy countries through social media. And that is what is happening with TikTok. You can argue how they make sure that in China, children get to see only educational or national based programs, but in United States and rest of the world, they will show girls and nudity and gaming and make children addicted because they want to ruin the younger generation. And this is true. This is a fact. A website called Miboro.substack.com, where they show the CCP aligned influencers. These influencers are appointed by China, communist China, where they make Chinese or normal lay people or attractive looking Chinese people or people who look like Mongolians and Western social media influencers to speak bad about the enemies of China, not necessarily good about China. Okay. And yes, they also have started a strategy whereby they are talking about China as being a nice place. And I've seen those videos. Okay. Then at 13:04, he gives the example of Freedom House, that is a non-profit advocacy group, which shows 16 out of the 30 countries where China is targeting its social media strategy. Then finally at 14:37, he speaks about stuff that I was not aware of. It seems China ensured the genocide of Tibetans, and more than 120 or 160 monks set themselves on fire and killed themselves in speaking against communist China, and the fact that they try to destroy Buddhism that is there, and they try to destroy Tibet. Finally, at 15:14, he shows the actual video. I think it is our duty to make sure that truth is always prevalent, whether we like it or not, whether we are proven wrong or not. And in this case, I have been proved wrong. I would like to apologize to all the Tibetan people, to all the Buddhists, and especially to the Dalai Lama. If he sees my video, I apologize. I'm sorry. I just want to set this record right. So here goes the unedited video footage of the Dalai Lama. Please watch. So here it says the boy asks the Dalai Lama, see here he asks, can I come and hug you? The mother is there. Okay, the boy asks Dalai Lama, can I hug you? And the Dalai Lama does not understand, like, what did he say? So then he gets his assistants, one person coming and explaining to him. The boy says he wants to hug you. And he still couldn't understand because English is not his first language. Then you get another person coming to him and explaining to him, yeah, he wants to come and hug you. So then he finally understands, oh, okay, you want to come and hug me? So then he says, okay, here are all the students who are there. And then finally, he this is the culture, this is the Tibetan culture where he says, okay, give me a kiss here. Because it's like a grandfather telling us his grandson. Okay, and imagine, Dalai Lama is the most powerful leader. He's the highest, he's like the Pope of the Catholic Church. So he's at a very high level. And here he's trying to be like a grandparent would be with his child. He's trying to be playful that he always is. So he says, give me a kiss. And the boy kisses him, okay, and hugs him. And then after that, the Dalai Lama says, and see here he's tickling him and he's playing, because he doesn't have an agenda, which I was not aware of, okay. And this is a clip that we see. He says, okay, kiss on the lip. Now, kiss on the lip, like I told you, is a Tibetan culture where they show love and affection to their own children. It's very common. Like the narrator of this video, Jing Jag, what he says is, I used to smooch my father, just not like lock lips and tongue and all, just smooch, peck of lips to show love. And this is the part that we see, okay. And remember this, there are people taking photographs all around. This is not done sexually, this is done out of love. So he kisses it, okay. The Indian boy, maybe it's new culture for him, but for a Tibetan, it's normal. And he laughs like a child. He laughs like a child because he doesn't have anything. And then he touches the forehead, which is again a Tibetan culture. Now comes the most controversial part. That was the tongue aspect. Now here, what he tries to say as he's laughing, the showing of the tongue is, I'll give you everything. I'll give you all my love. I'll give you all my wealth. I'll give you everything. There's nothing more left. Do you want to eat the tongue also as well? So this is where he shows the tongue. And he says, suck on the tongue, which is translated in an English manner. It's translated in an English manner, which we consider sexual or disgusting. But in the Tibetan culture, it is, I give you my everything. So here he shows the tongue. The boy is obviously, because he's not Tibetan, he's a little taken aback. By the way, he's not traumatized. He finds it funny. He also shows the tongue. And the Dalai Lama he wanted him to suck on the tongue and for them to have like a French kiss kind of a thing. That's not what Tibetans do. They just show it. It's only showed, nothing is being done. Okay? And this is where they show the tongue and you can see him. He hits the boy and says, stop being silly. And then, this is the part that we did not see, is after that he hugs the child, he holds his hand to pray, and he gives him good advice saying, be a good person, don't do anything bad. Then the video continues, whereby you can see him hugging him. And remember, this is national television. It's televised live, unedited. It was shown to all the households across the world. There was nothing that was hidden here. You can see all the monks. You can even see his mother. His mother is there, sitting there. You can see all the monks. So this was a public event in front of hundreds of students, thousands of people, and millions watched it. So overall, what I want to tell you is they have just weaponized one segment of this video. See, here he's hugging him and he's still praying. And this is done out of a pure heart. And see, he's tickling him because, see, and if you hear the video, he's doing it out of like a childlike playfulness. So overall, I hope this brings to rest all the doubts that we have had, all the confusion that there is, all the misinformation. And yes, how just like you, even I got carried away and I judged the Dalai Lama. So I hope you share this video. I hope this confusion is put to rest. And I'll tell you, it is mind-boggling. It is baffling. It is like Russell Peters says, mind-blasting to know one small segment of a video where we are not aware of the culture, tradition of a country or its people, how we can also misjudge others.
Can I hug you? It's a question.
Yavrum içeri desin tam netice. Yavrum içeri kule dis tam netice çıkıyor nasıl?
Kare.
Yavrum içeri paneye tam çıkıyor nasıl?
Kura yavrum içeri hak çene diyoruz. Hak çene diyoruz. Okay, come. Who's here? Then I think finally here also. And suck my tongue. Thank you. Thank you. We are same human brothers, sisters. Thank you. Now, you should look those good human beings who create peace, happiness, should not follow those human beings who always killing other people. We should not look these people.
What this incident does is it puts a massive spotlight on some of the biggest barriers to harmony that we face in this world. Serious cultural differences, serious language barriers, and also the media being deliberately manipulated and weaponized. Regardless of what culture we come from, we project our own culture, our beliefs, our practices, our traditions, our rules, our taboos onto the world, as if it is a given that ours are everyone's and that ours are the true ones and the right ones. To the people of Tibet, it may seem like the world has turned against you right now, not only because they have wrongly accused the man who is essentially a manifestation of the Tibetan nation, but also because they are failing to understand and are, quite frankly, demonizing your cultural practices. As if you needed any more of that in your lives. And for this, I am truly sorry. I need you to know that not all of us in the Western world are so unconscious as to let our projections, our own biases, our own assumptions, run away with the cart, so to speak. And I want you to know that I will not stand for this one. You do not stand alone in this one. I see exactly what is happening here, and the rest of the world needs to see it too. Have a good week.
Sam